Look at those
That
cards.
was LL Cool J at last night's VMAs. The hip-hop legend, and I mean legend, performed his songs, including a new one called Passion from his new album, the two-time Grammy winner rose to fame in the 80s. He is a Rock and Roll Hall of Famer, a Kennedy Center honoree, and dropped his first new album in more than a decade last Friday, and it is titled The Force. It features collaborations with artists like Eminem, Busta Rhymes, and Rick Ross, and that's just to name a few. LL Cool J is hard as hello. Good to see you.
That was slick. Good morning.
I was thinking
that was a good one.
Doing it well.
Well, hello there.
You're still doing that. You're still doing
It's
that.
good to see you, man. So last night's performance was amazing.
Thank you.
You had everybody on their feet. You performed
And Nate, he
songs
went on at 11 o'clock at night.
and still rocked it like crazy. What was it like to have everybody locked in to every word, just like they did decade after decade after decade ago?
It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. It's so funny. Right before I went on, I remember seeing there was a little clip of Michael Jackson performing, and I just was so inspired by him and looking at what he was doing. And it was like, you just feel grateful. And what you want to do is you just want to put all of your energy into the people and really do it for them and really share with the world. Share. It's about sharing. It's not about being the center of attention. It's about coming out there and sharing and hopefully people, you know what I'm saying, being able to have a good time with it, you know what I mean?
But you had everybody on your feet, not only in their seats, but on the stage. And the collaborations that you brought on stage last night, too.
Definitely. I brought, some of the Kings. Yeah, I brought Public Enemy out.
Yeah.
Chuck D and Flavor Flav, who, and I had my DJ Z Trip, of course, but Chuck D and Flavor Flav have been, instrumental, and they were a couple of architects that were part of the building of Def Jam when we first started. Myself, Public Enemy, the Beastie Boys, and Slick Rick were the four that really were the bones of that label. A lot of people think Run DMC was on the label. They weren't. They were on Profile. So although they are the Kings, I love them, you know what I'm saying, but they were on Profile. But Def Jam, these guys were definitely the architects. I mean, it's crazy, Public Enemy.
But you know what I thought when I was watching you last night? I thought you really love this still.
You gotta love it.
Still.
You have to. You gotta love it if you want to do it for a long time. Anything, if you want to succeed in anything, I was telling somebody recently, the trophies come because you put your effort and energy into the game and you execute the plays right and you work hard and you utilize that determination and you put that focus and that grit on what you love. Then the rewards come. So it's not about being greedy for the rewards. It's about being greedy for what you're doing and being passionate about what you're doing. So I love hip-hop like that.
Then why did you make us wait so long for new music?
I'll tell you exactly what.
Lyrical assassin.
Lyrical assassin on the building like a sniper. The reason I did is because you can't be a part-time artist. I was working on NCIS Los Angeles. I had a lot of fun working on that show. It was amazing. And I love doing TV. And the thing was that, you know what? I tried to do one experimental album in between that time, and I felt like, this missed the mark for me. In hindsight, it just was not representative of what I was capable of doing. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to chill. I'm not going to try to dabble in this thing. I'm going to see NCIS LA through. I'm going to do it the right way. I'm going to go play by the rules. I committed to the show. I'm not going to back out because I got a big music career. So I did that. Once I was done, I said, now I can get back in the studio. And let's get it going.
You've got 4 kids.
Yeah.
You got 3 grandkids now. Still got the guns, though. Grandpa still got the arms.
Well, grandpas need guns, don't they?
Carry a lot of children. How has being a family man influenced your work and now being a grandfather?
So, here's the thing. When it comes to art, you really have to separate the two. In other words, you can't sacrifice what you're inspired to create because you have a family. You have to put your oxygen mask on first and then help the person next to you. So the best way for me to take care of my family is to be true to my art and true to who I am and true to what's inside of me and what I'm inspired to create. Then we could do it. So in other words, it's not like, it's not going to be the penny loafer rapper, you know what I'm saying? Because I got kids. We're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? It's LL Cool J.
We have to talk about the new music, The Force, because number one, I like Nate's description of you as a lyrical assassin. I'm the first bop when you walk into the party. I'm the Chris Rock when you snapping on somebody. I mean, you got all the biggies to come out to join forces with you to collaborate.
That's a fact.
You got Nas, you have
Eminem.
And all the songs are so different, but they're all so beautifully done.
Thank you.
What was your thinking? What does FORCE stand for, number one? And what was your thinking?
So the FORCE stands for frequencies of real creative energy, right? Because you got to be on that frequency in life to succeed. I mean, all of you are successful, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. You're here for a reason, and you know what it takes to get to this level. So with the album, what I was thinking was, you know what? I'm going to go after the truth. I'm not going to strive to try to make a radio record. I'm not going to strive to try to follow trends, and I'm not going to try to recapture what I did before.
Yeah.
I want to move the envelope forward.
Because you've always been a trendsetter.
Yes, that, you know, at least even not intentionally, but authentically.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so my thing is, look, if LL Cool J is going to do a new album, then this album needs to be me, representative of me, but it needs to be forward and progressive thinking.
That's a
and
fact.
so that was the thought. So when I went into the studio with Q-Tip, who of A Tribe Called Quest,
Shout out to
Yeah,
Q-Tip.
of course. Yeah.
who was brilliant.
On the yes.
You know, it was about just creating something that was really true. It was about, I wanted to have the blackest cookout in the world, but everyone's invited.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? Everyone's invited. Come on by, get a plate, baby. Come on by, get a plate, baby.
Like everybody's invited.
There's a lyric where he says, a well-crafted potato salad with some hot sauce.
Yeah.
Clearly you are from the Black Don't Crack school because you look amazing.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
We appreciate you, brother.
Yes,
you
we
are
do.
an absolute
Congrats.
GOAT.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you very much.
That's right. The Force is out now. Make sure you go cop that.